Listen, guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in again for another video. Before we get started, make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe. No, if you guys hear any background noise, just notice my brother talking out loud. Sorry, y'all. Kind of got distracted a little bit. My brother was talking background. I was trying to tell him to be quiet, but I'm trying to remember where I left off. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 reasons why you should move to Portland, Oregon, okay? Now, I have my little water here that I'm sipping on. And I have some top ramen noodles. As y'all know, I think this is like my third video about Portland, Oregon. So, my first video was about the pros and cons of Portland, Oregon. If you guys haven't seen that, you can go check that down below. Second video was 10 reasons why you should move to Portland, Oregon. Go ahead and check that right below. And now today, like I said, tonight's video is going to be about 10 reasons why you shouldn't move to Portland, Oregon. So I have all my 10 reasons listed on paper. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my paper. So let's get started in the video. All right. Number one reason why you should move to Portland, Oregon. The rain. It rains a lot here. I could honestly say the weather has been much better now than before. Like I remember it used to rain almost all the whole year, except for summer, which is June to August, and maybe like part of September. But the rain, like if you feel like hot places, don't like the rain and all that stuff, don't come here. It's not for you. This is not for you. Oh, almost choked. Number two, the dirtiness. So I know it's dirty everywhere, but particularly in Oregon, not Oregon, Portland, it's a lot of trash everywhere. Like when I'm driving down the street, someone's trash is always on the ground. Like it's just always dirty. Like it's just always something on the ground. Like why can't it just be clean? It's always dirty. It's always someone's throwing this, someone's throwing that. Like it's just really dirty. Like the city doesn't even help try to clean it up or anything. They just let people do whatever they want. 3, this is abbreviation, SAD, S-A-D. So I think this stands for seasonal anxiety disorder or seasonal anxiety depression. I don't know. Basically, it kind of relates back to number 1, how it rains a lot. So as you know, after fall, like around winter time, it gets very gloomy, dark, depressing. It rains. A lot of people get depressed because it's gloomy, no sunshine, it's just raining. Like it could be very depressive weather, like here, very depressive weather. So you kind of gotta, if you're gonna move here, you're gonna have to learn how to deal with that because it's not fun. The next thing is high cost of living. So even though our minimum wage is $14 an hour, we have a high cost of living. And some of the ghettoest parts of Portland, like the apartments and stuff, it's like it's almost $2,000 a month. And it's like, it doesn't make sense. So just keep an eye out. If you're going to be moving here, make sure you have a job, you can pay all the bills because it's expensive here. All right, number 5, the homelessness and crackheads. So I don't have anything against the homeless people or anything like that. It's just the state doesn't do much about it. So we have a lot of homeless people just around the city. Like I remember driving down the street, I forget what street it was, and it was just like 5 tents, and it's just so much garbage. They're making the streets their home, obviously, because they have nowhere to go. But it's just like the city, like there's a lot of abandoned buildings that they don't use that they can use for shelter. So it's just like when you're driving through it, like especially downtown, it's a lot of homeless people. You see a whole bunch of tents. Even in the city, it's a whole bunch of tents. I remember like months ago, I went to the beach, and the beach is still within the city, but obviously you have to kind of drive out a little ways. And you wouldn't believe it. Like my drive to the beach, it was homeless tents by the beach. So that's how you know it's getting bad. So yeah, crackheads, same thing. Everybody's just all out on the street. Like it's so bad. It's sad. I don't know. That's why our motto is keep Portland weird, because it's true. It's a lot of weird people. We even have people that bike ride downtown naked. butt naked. Yeah, it's weird. The sixth thing is not much to do sometimes. There's not really so much you can do. Like, honestly, we have malls and stuff like that, and restaurants and mountains and hiking areas, but it's not really like a lit city like Atlanta or Houston, all that stuff. It's Portland. I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. It's just if you like doing the same things all the time, or if you have some hobbies you could do at home, but yeah, it's not really like a lit city. It's not always something going on in the streets. Number 7, racistness, feeling like an outcast. So this is more of people of color. So basically, I've talked about this before in my past video. Oregon and the city is mostly made up of, it's mostly Caucasians. And so with that being said, like in the workplace or when you're going out places, the store, etc., there's a lot of Caucasians. And sometimes people can kind of just look at you like you're not them, obviously, because you're son of color. So sometimes there's people are a little racist, kind of look at you weird, or there's always, not always, but I've, been to a few cities in Oregon where like smaller cities and people just kind of look at me like, what's she doing here? So it's kind of, sometimes it has that little racist feel and feeling like an outcast, like you're the only person of color and everyone's just looking at you and it's awkward. So yeah. Number 8, no diversity, no culture. So this kind of relates back to number 7. There's not a lot of people here. When I say people, I mean it's mostly Caucasian, so it's not really diverse. Mostly all the schools I've been to was mostly all Caucasians. It was not a lot of black people, so it would be like me and like 2 other black people in the class, or me or one other black person. I think a few times there's been times where I've been the only black person, so yeah, no, not a lot of different, I forget the word for it, but yeah, it's just not a lot of different people that you really see. No culture. Is just, I don't know, keep Portland weird. Everybody's like a what's the word? It's kind of like hippie and oh my god, like people that have like colored hair. It's I'm not a hippie, so I don't do any of that. So I guess if you're into that stuff, I guess it is culture, but I don't really consider that culture. It's just really weird and creepy. So no. The next thing is populated. So basically I'm talking about Portland. It's really populated, like it's really small, and since there's so many people moving here, they're building lots of apartments like everywhere, like down the street, apartments, like it's so much apartments, and it's crazy. Like they're building apartments on every street, it seems like. So the last thing I have on my list is potholes, traffic, and construction. So as you know, out here in Portland, we have a lot of potholes almost on every street. And with the construction, there's a lot of construction going on right now because they're trying to fix the potholes. So yeah, it's a lot of construction here. They're always working on something, or the streets, they be bad. My tire popped because of a pothole. And then my mom was driving, her tire popped because of a pothole. My dad's rims got ruined because of a pothole. So it be bad. Traffic, I know that's everywhere, but traffic is really bad here. And like I said, Portland is really tiny, it's small. So, and then on the freeway, we only have 3 lanes. So it's like it's just so, it's too much. I don't even like to drive really no more because it's like a lot of traffic and people are just everywhere. It's crazy. That's what I have for this video. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I think I mostly got all of it. If I think of something that I missed, and I could just put it down below so you guys can see it in the comments. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, make sure you guys go like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.